Hey everybody, Jessica Coulter here, CEO and founder of ACCUPLACER Tutoring. Today we're going to be talking about the ACT, the whole idea of being test optional, and what happens if you don't take the ACT or even the SAT. So if you have a high school student on your hands getting ready to go to college and trying to decide whether to take the ACT, SAT, or how you guys are going to make college, a reality when it comes to admissions, then I want to know this message is relevant to you. Just tap that like or heart button for me. And if you've taken a test, the ACT, SAT, no matter how it went, I want to know. Drop a 1 down below for me. So let me know if you've taken the test with a 1. And if you're wondering why we're talking about this, guys, and what's me that you should be listening to, the answer is that, again, CEO and founder of ACCUPLACER Tutoring here. I specialize in ACT prep, middle school math, and essay writing and proofreading. So I definitely have helped many students prepare for the ACT as well as the classroom tests. So I've got the strategies you need to get the score you want. So if you have a need, you've got some questions, get in contact with me. And also know that you might be watching this on Facebook or YouTube. So either way, if you are a follower on Facebook or a subscriber on YouTube, you'll know the next time I go live, as long as your notifications are on. So please do so if you have not already. So the first question a lot of people ask, at least as things are changing because of COVID and universities and colleges are changing their requirements, is should I take the ACT? Is test optional the way to go? Well, I've got to tell you, the way things stand right now, students that aren't getting the best grades in high school but are doing really well in the ACT are applying with their test scores. And I can also tell you the opposite is true. Kids that have great scores in high school, good GPA, but didn't do so well in the ACT are not applying with their ACT scores. Well, if you look at the data and you look at it in a way that is the truth and not necessarily the way that colleges and universities are portraying it, the numbers support that students applying with their ACT scores are getting in more than the kids that aren't. So that's lesson number 1, is if you want to get into school, then apply with your ACT score, no matter what your current GPA is. That's going to help you. Now, there is another reason to apply with your ACT score, and we'll talk about that just in a second. Before we do though, guys, I want to encourage you to join my Facebook group. It's called Parents of Successful ACT Takers. The link is on your screen in the description. So if you are looking for some ACT help, because that is the test that I prepare students for the most, then click that link. It's facebook.com/groups/ACT success. You'll get some free practice tests that are official practice tests and some practice answer explanations. So definitely would love to have you in the group to get you ready for the next ACT, which is April 15th. Hopefully you've registered for that and are getting ready for it as we speak. So you'll notice in the title I mentioned the ACCUPLACER. Now if you are like my friend when I mentioned this video and have no idea what the ACCUPLACER is, well, think of it as a college readiness test. So if you do not take the ACT or you don't take the SAT, you choose test optional, when you get to college, you're going to have to enroll in certain classes, right? There's going to be prereqs to get to the classes you want to take. Well, almost every college has some kind of math class you're going to have to take. Well, if you take the ACT and you got whatever score they're looking for in the math section, then that means you're going to be ready for college algebra or whatever their lowest class is or whatever the requirement is for most of their students when it comes to math requirement. Well, if you don't take the ACT and they have no way of knowing if you are ready to take that test or to take that class, then you're going to have to take the ACCUPLACER. Now there's another test very similar, I believe it's called the ALEX, but it does the same thing. So just know the ACCUPLACER is still a test. And I have personally taken the ACCUPLACER. I didn't think it was very easy when I was a high school student. I had to take it to get a high school dual credit class to count for high school credit and college credit. So if my experience is at all what your student might go through, kind of questions that seem not to have anything to do with what I've learned so far and seem harder than the ACT, then I've got to encourage you, take the ACT, submit your scores, and I imagine that will be easier for you than the ACCUPLACER. So, I want to check in, guys. If you're liking the video, awesome. Tap that like or heart button for me. And if you're just now joining us, would love to have you as a subscriber on YouTube and a follower on Facebook. So guys, I want to wrap it up by letting you know that ACT is a test and the ACCUPLACER is a test. So that means there's going to be test taking strategies you need to learn. There's going to be some study skills you need to have. So you can prepare for either one, on your own or with my help. There are practice tests available online. There's different prep books. But if you really want that kind of sit down one-on-one help, figure out where you're doing well at, and then helping you strengthen those weaknesses, identify the types of questions you're struggling with and figure out how to make you faster, how to make you more accurate, then join my Facebook group. Again, the link's in the description. Facebook.com/groups/ACT success. So thank you so much for being here, guys. I wish you luck on your next ACT. And if you're looking for some help, join my group so you can get the score you want. Have a great day, guys.